How far would your parents go to control your life? I was sitting in my bedroom upstairs when I heard mom scream from the living room. She was already on the phone with 911 when I burst into the room to find dad lying on the carpet, eyes closed and face deathly pale. I checked for his pulse, relieved that I found it, but concerned because it felt weak. What happened? I asked urgently. Mom was crying large, heaping tears. He just fell over, she sobbed. It must be another heart attack. I stared at her in shock. Another one, I exclaimed, and you didn't tell me about this? Mom looked nervous as she continued. It was just a week ago that he had his first heart attack. You were taking the entrance exams to college. I didn't want to ruin your chances, so I didn't say anything. We didn't think it would happen again. I was seething. How could my parents keep this from me? What are you going to do when I leave for college? I demanded. I basically did everything for them. I worked and paid their bills. I took care of their health scares, taking them to doctor appointments. I was finally about to pursue my dreams of becoming a doctor. I got accepted to a nursing school across the country. Mom hesitated. We would really appreciate your help around here, she said timidly. I froze. What are you saying? I asked, voice trembling with anger. We need you to stay home, Mom finally said bluntly. I'm sorry, you can go to college at a later time. I didn't answer her, choosing to ignore her words for the time being. The ambulance arrived and took Dad to the nearest hospital. I decided not to go, instead choosing to pack my bags for my flight the next day. I couldn't miss college. Mom came home without Dad that evening, saying the hospital wanted to keep him overnight for observation. Your dad probably doesn't have long to live, she cried, dabbing at the tears in her eyes. Please, you can't leave us now. I couldn't help it. I started crying too, but not because my dad was dying, but because I could see my future slipping away from my fingers. I nodded. I'll stay. After I agreed to stay and email my college that I would have to delay my entrance by a semester or two, my parents suddenly became very distant with me. They only spoke to me if I was bringing them food. They spent every waking hour on the couch in front of the TV. I had to take care of everything: the meals, the laundry, the house cleaning, the bills, everything. It was like I was their personal maid. What made things worse is that there wasn't another incident with Dad. I took him to doctor appointments, but he always told me to stay in the car, pick him up later. My suspicions grew as his strength grew, so I followed him one day when I dropped him off at his doctor appointment. He walked right by the hospital and headed into town, stopping at a bar. I was livid. I went home after that and immediately called the nursing school, asking if I could start classes as soon as possible. The semester just started, so they agreed I could start late. Then I called the airlines and bought another plane ticket for tomorrow. I was getting out of here. After I got everything for school, I called the doctor's office and asked to speak to my dad's doctor. Did my dad have a heart attack? I asked bluntly. The doctor paused. Is that what they told you? He asked, surprised. No, it wasn't a heart attack. He just had a little health care. That's all. He should be perfectly fine now. I hung up the phone and stared at the floor. That confirmed what I suspected. There was nothing wrong with my dad. My parents lied to me. I was packed and ready to go. When my parents got home from their date night, they looked surprised to find my luggage by the front door. What's going on? Mom asked. I'm moving out, I said coldly. Why did